Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Catherine Soros. I'm a global real estate advisor with Premier Sotheby's International. And what is today? It's July 26th. So we're nearing August. And this is not a market update where I do the numbers, but it is a market update because I just keep hearing things. Okay, yes, the market down here, let me be very specific, is sluggish. Now, our community, our real estate market is very, what is the word I like to use? It's gone. You see, it's hot and we all lose our minds in the summer. If you move to Florida from somewhere else and you've not done a Florida summer, you will start forgetting and don't think automatically it's Alzheimer's or dementia. It is heat. Okay. It is just heat. Um, Anyway, our market is very discretionary. So what I mean by that is people buy in Florida and especially here in beautiful Sarasota, and I'm currently in Longboat Key because they are preparing for retirement or they have retired. They want to come here because we don't pay state income taxes, so they want to save a bit of coin. We have the homestead, which has its own advantages that a lot of people look into. So these are people who don't have to buy or sell, but they would like to buy or sell. They have the discretion to choose when they're going to do that. And since last July, they have chosen largely to sit on their money. Now, um, it's not interest rates, and please stop saying that. It is not the interest rates that are affecting the market per se, not directly, right? The interest rates have been well over 6% for over 3 years now, and people still buy and sell and transact property. But what's happening is our way of life here in the United States has been completely upended. That has had ramifications in the stock market, that has done damage and given benefit to a lot of people's 401ks. It's gone flip-flop. But a lot of things have changed. And so our market here, with a significant number of retirees, is more vulnerable to that, say, than that of a big city like Atlanta, New York, Chicago, Detroit, wherever, because we tend to lean into the service industries. Outside the medical and legal professions, the service industries are our next greatest employers. So, what's stopping people from buying? Well, firstly, the cost of housing continues to rise despite the fact that there are um, more people trying to sell properties or staying on the market longer, and there are people trying to buy. But again, despite everything, and despite the fact that prices have still come down, a lot of young people are finding it, or first-time home buyers are finding it more difficult to purchase. Now, why is this? Well, it could be because generally speaking, compared to the 1970s, for example, people in the workforce are paid proportionately less to the cost of living. So it is not uncommon to meet two-income household persons, and they can barely put together enough for $300,000 of house. Okay. It's just a fact. Okay. If the money's not there, I mean, as someone said, the average age of a first-time home buyer is now 56 years old. I struggle to believe that. I hope that's not true. It's not my experience, but I would say it is higher than it was when I started in real estate here back in 2008. So forget about the interest rates, except under these circumstances. You might be like me and you purchased your house maybe in 2018, 2019, even 2020, even 2021, perhaps, and you're sitting on a much lower interest rate. And so the idea of trading your property now, where you're paying only, some people are paying as low as like 3%, or even if you're at 5%, to trade that in for 6.99 is hard. Now, back when I was a young person myself in the 1980s, interest rates were commonly somewhere between 11 and 13%. So trading that in for a 6.99 was terrific. But when we held the interest rates artificially low for as long as we did as a nation, that was detrimental overall to our economy and to our mindset. And there's a lot of people out there who still also remember what happened during the bubble and crash in the early 2000s, and they are still waiting for another crash like that. And I have no idea when or if. It doesn't feel like it's anytime soon, although we do see a lot of market correction. So this has been wordy. I apologize. Just to once again put a clearer perspective on the general picture of the real estate market, but also here in Southwest Florida, that the factors that are affecting our markets. If you have a question or real estate need, do give me a call, 941-928-1187. Be delighted to help you.